before you do any job interview, you actually need to prepare, right? You need basically to identify the criteria that you are going to assess those candidates against, right? So this platform, this tool in particular, should help you to prepare to start with. So let me walk you through it. Let's, for example, pick up an example. Let's say we want to hire an HSE manager, right? So these boxes basically related to the details about the job, about the vacancy you have. So let's say the position is HSE manager, reporting to the chief HSE in the HSE department, and I'm doing the interviews on this date, right? On the right side, we have a bit of guideline. So basically we have the orange zone, we have the yellow zone, and we have the green zone. The orange zone is what you need actually to identify before going for the job interviews, as well as the yellow zones. What is this orange zone all about? Basically, these are the competencies you are going to assess these candidates against. Let's say, for example, for the HSE manager, we've identified 4 competencies: communication skills and strong command of English, assertiveness. Why assertiveness? Because HSE manager is going to be leading people, is going to be dealing with cases where people might not be complying with the safety rules and regulations and standards, so it requires a bit of assertiveness. Risk management skills, as well as knowledge of international local standards. Now, those competencies, they are not having equal importance basically, and that's why we need basically to fill up the yellow zone. We need to say the communication skills might be 30%, maybe assertiveness, 35, maybe risk management is 20, knowledge of international local standards is 15. The total has to be 100 at the end of the day, right? So now we are ready to do the interviews, right? Let's say we call in those job candidates and they join the interviews, and we start with someone called basically Ahmed Nasri. Ahmed Nasri, he has a bachelor's degree in environment, he has NEBOSH and IS certificates, and he has 10 years of experience. Now, after the interviews, we've gathered our notes, maybe we have done a panel interview, and we come to a conclusion that out of 5, he's actually 4 in communication and strong command of English. 4 out of 5. 4 means above average, 5 means outstanding, as you can see in the guideline in here, right? And then it goes the same for assertiveness. Let's say he scored 3, and then he scored 5 in risk management, and maybe 5 in knowledge of international local standards. And then we come up at the end of the day with the best, basically the final score. And then what we do, basically, we write here any comments like, this candidate is recommended to be hired, he has this strength, but maybe he needs to develop him or herself in those areas, like, general comments. And then you basically do the rest of the interviews and basically fill up those boxes. You will end up at the end of the day, if you interview 5, you will have basically 5 different scores, and you basically identify the best score is actually the best candidate you have. And that basically the end of this interview.